if you eat him, he can't talk. He's supposed to introduce the show. And you're eating him. So that's what's happening. You're supposed to say, "Welcome back to another episode of Money Coffee with the Doll. This is your host, Emily Doll. She's off her rocker." You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, now that Mr. T-Rexy here has introduced us, welcome back to an all-new episode, guys. After last week's shit show, oh no, Mommy said a bad word. My bad. I really don't know if there's enough Monday coffee in the world to motivate people in this COVID nightmare, but we're gonna try, Lulu. We're gonna try to speak positivity in the lives of others and hopefully inspire them to do great things. That's what we're gonna do. It's Monday, DollFAM, and I'm back with an episode after last week's episode. Can we even call it an episode? I don't think we can even really call it an episode. Yeah. No. It's not an episode. You're right. I don't know what I was thinking. It was really just, it was a mess. And it's probably baby Jesus' way of telling me he loves me by making sure I couldn't post it online. So last week was an absolute nightmare. It was one of those weeks that just really put me through it, tested me, and let me know who was in charge. Yeah. The universe was, I don't know, making me cry a lot. I cried more than I'd like to admit. Not even really for good things. I was just really stressed out, had a lot of anxiety, and it was one of those weeks where we wanted to hide. That's right, we wanted to hide our heads in the sand and pretend like all the chaos that's going on isn't going on. But you know what? That's not how it works. You just gotta reach out and grab life. You just reach out and you grab it. Isn't that right, Lulu? You reach out and you grab life by the horns. Yeah. So late last night, Sunday night, I thought, hey, I haven't filmed anything this week because I let this week totally win. I should film something and put something out. I don't want to skip a week. I don't want to let myself down. I don't want to let my viewers down. And ultimately, I went in the bathroom and I basically ran it in front of my camera as a hot mess. And my phone would not save my edited video, like no matter how many times I did. And I was like, well, maybe this is just the universe's way of telling me, hey, you're a mess, just take this week for your mental health. And last week it was heavy. Last week was heavy, and I lost a lot of battles. I felt like giving up a lot, and I just kept pushing. And in the end, today, it's Monday, it's a new week, and you know what happened? Everything worked out. Everything has worked out for the best. All of my crying last week, all of my stress, all of my strain, all of my anxiety has kind of come full circle. And here I am in a new week, a new day, and I got up this morning and I said, you know what, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to try to correct all of the things today that I couldn't handle yesterday or this past week, and I'm going to do everything I can to go into this week being assertive, being a boss, and taking control. And in the end, it's not even 5 o'clock yet, and everything's come full circle, and it's going to be okay. And I don't know, I try to look at these kinds of things in the light of that's how you should look at things in the moment of that panic, of that anxiety, but it never works out that way because yeah, right. But it did work out, and a few things that were frustrating were just dealing with other people in the world that I had to rely on to make good choices and do what they're supposed to do, be professional, do the right thing. And you know how that goes. You can't trust anybody for shit. The baby's over there. So I was gonna rant about all of the things that went wrong, but I feel like that's just a waste of my time. And I decided instead to just tell you guys that in the moment of panic, in the moment of everything looking like it's just grim and gray and it's never going to work out, really try to think about the fact that that too is just a moment. And tomorrow is going to be new moments. And things that are going on now are not going to be going on later. And in time, things are going to work out, and they could work out 100 different ways, and they could work out really crappy ways for a while, and then all of a sudden they're just going to turn around and totally shock you, totally amaze you. And I have a hard time like keeping that in mind when I'm having my anxiety and panic attacks over things that I ultimately have no control over. We don't control other people. We don't, you know, you can't make other people do what they're supposed to do or make different choices than they're making. People are who they are, and sometimes that's going to mess with your life, and sometimes it's going to put some roadblocks in your way, but you also have the choice of how you're going to get past those roadblocks. Are you just going to sit down and cry, or are you going to jump over them and take control? Now, in this coronavirus madness that we're all going through, we're all in quarantine, we're all going through different situations, but we're all going through it. We're all very much living the same nightmare, and none of us are special, and the universe isn't going to pick and choose who's going to have it easy and who's not. None of us are special. We're all traveling this same chaotic craziness, and it's up to us on how we're going to navigate through it. And so far this past week was my hardest week, and I think that like just the weight of everything really started to weigh me down, and I felt so overwhelmed and so tired, and I felt like I was failing. Like no matter what I did, no matter how hard I tried, I just wasn't good enough, and I couldn't do it. I felt like I was failing my kids in their online schooling. I felt like, you know, I couldn't take care of my family. I felt like all the things that were my responsibility in our team, I was letting everybody down because I just couldn't figure out how to solve anything. I definitely was feeling my emotions last week, and I cried, like ugly cried more than once. I just let it really get to me. I panicked and I just broke down, and I think it was just because I'm, you know, like everybody else, going through so much stress and strain and anxiety over everything that's going on. I was just having a really human moment. You know, we're human and it happens. But today I realized that, again, it's just moments. It's like I've said in past videos, it's always just a moment, and those moments change constantly, and allowing yourself to get trapped in the negative moments can really affect you and your progress and in your journey. But you also have to remember not to be too hard on yourself when you have those moments, because we are human, and there's gonna be harder things to go through, and it's not always going to be peachy and perfect. And this is the 6th show, I think, of the new Monday Coffee episodes, and you know, I've had some really good weeks, and I was bound to hit a you know, a snag, if you will, and it tested me for sure. It did, but that's just the way life is. There's ups and there's downs, and ultimately you're in control of how you're gonna get past them. And I did my crying last week, and I struggled, but I didn't give up, and I kept working at it until every single problem that I had ultimately worked out in the end. And that doesn't always happen. You know, it's not always going to be a happy ending. Sometimes it's just going to suck for a while, and you're going to learn something from it, and you're going to move on, and you're going to be okay, and new ups and new downs are going to come, and you just need to allow yourself that growth time and to go through that. It's just going to suck sometimes, but we got through it, we got past it, and now here we are, Monday, a new week, a new, you know, day, a new opportunity. And last night when I was in my bathroom at like almost 11 o'clock at night, thinking I was going to film something to put out today for you guys to see, I needed to allow myself that time and just be like, you know what, it didn't happen this week, and you did everything you could, and you worked really hard, and you got a lot accomplished in the end, even if it wasn't exactly how you wanted it or what you assumed it would be or what you thought it should be. Ultimately, things worked out, and I told myself this week we're going to wake up and we are going to make today our binge. And that's exactly what we did. That's exactly what we did, huh? Yeah, exactly. We woke up, we had coffee, and we started handling our problems, and they started working themselves out one at a time. Right, Lulu? Right. Yeah, exactly. So today is Monday. We've already done our schooling. We've started laundry. We've handled a few issues that were really giving us a hard time last week. And we're here talking to the DollFAM. What could be better than that? So I think I'm going to go make another pot of coffee because it's almost time for second coffee. Yeah, second coffee. And we're going to go play with some toys on the floor. Right? Right. Maybe, I don't know, find a little something to watch. Maybe a little Judge Judy, if you will. We love the Judy, huh? But this week, I'm taking control. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. I have some shoots I need to edit that I did. Some of my very popular selfie shoots to upload for my DollFAM subscribers. If you're not a DollFAM subscriber, make sure you check it out on my Facebook page and sign up to support the DollFAM movement and see content that's nowhere, anywhere else, and only you get to see it. But again, no buttholes. No buttholes! No buttholes! No. I also have my Baubles and Souls review. I still need to edit. There's so much content that I have to edit, and I haven't found the time, and I feel like a total asshole because this company trusted me, and then COVID hit, and then I'm starting to be a teacher for all my kids, and it just really put me behind. So I need to get that done. So we have some goals set. And we're going to do our best to accomplish them one day at a time. I hope that you guys are starting your week out amazing. I hope that you're realizing you're amazing. And, yeah, I think that's it for right this second. But I'll be back. That's right. What's going on? What did you do to my shirt? I forgive you. To the coffee pot. Shmoo shmoo. Alright, hello. It's Thursday and I brushed my hair today. Yes. You know what my kid said? He said, "Oh my gosh, Mom, you look like a totally different person with your hair like that." And I was like, wow, my kid is used to seeing me look like a crazy bag lady. I don't know how I should feel about that. Ew. So I decided to, I washed my hair last night. I know. Welcome world to a new clean me. But then I straightened it, and I don't know, I'm not a fan of my hair straight, but I did straighten it. I'm hoping it doesn't get as tangled. I've been having some crazy hair drama ever since I had Lucy, because your body changes after you have a kid. But I did straighten it, and it's really weird on the ends. It's like super light. I dyed my hair with box black and somehow my hair's turned brown. I don't know. It could be worse. But either way, I got dressed today because I've just been feeling like total shit, and the one thing that makes me feel way better is if I get up and I get dressed and I put on some eyebrows. So that's what I did. And I do. I feel better. I went to the P.O. box today, and there was some goodies in the DollFAM mailbox, so we're going to be opening those. And also I'm going to be introducing you to our newest Monday Coffee with the Doll sponsor. You guys are going to lose your shit because they are absolutely an iconic part of the custom culture lifestyle. And if you follow me, there's a good chance you're a big fan of hot rods, custom culture, pinups, rockabilly, so you're going to lose it over this sponsor. So one of my favorite things to do when I first discovered modern day pinup when I was 16 was I'd like to go to like 7-Eleven or, you know, any type of gas station, and I would get an icy and I would get a hot rod magazine, and my favorite was Car Culture, Deluxe, or you know, there's a lot of them, but they're not all as good. And I really loved Car Culture Deluxe and Old Skool Rodz because they focused on pinups, and that was kind of my source of learning and growing and collecting, and I was just a huge fan. So that was always my #1 dream, and I have been the Deluxe gal in one of the magazines, but I've never been on the cover, and that's my goal. If I could ever get on the cover of Car Culture Deluxe or Old Skool Rodz, I could die a happy pinup. That's just my thing. It's the #1 on the top of my list. There's Retro Lovely and there's all these other pinup magazines, but I want to be on the cover of the magazines that introduced me to modern pinup, and they're really close to my soul. But anyways, so Old Skool Rodz and Car Culture Deluxe, it's such a tongue twister, were recently bought out by and are now owned by 2 really big names in the custom culture lifestyle. A published and iconic pinup model and photographer, hairstylist, and vintage makeup doer of sorts. She is absolutely amazing, and her husband is a custom hot rod builder. He has his own shop. They're here in Texas, and they are 2 amazing human beings. And I think the thing that is the most amazing part is that it's 2 people who really know, appreciate, and love the culture, and they now own and publish Old Skool Rodz and Car Culture Deluxe magazine, and they are now officially a sponsor for Monday Coffee with the Doll, so you guys will always get to hear about them every week. Now, I think the thing that's the most important to know about this is it's a magazine and a publication, so you have to either go and purchase it or you have to sign up and get a subscription. And these types of things can only survive if we continue to support them. And this is something that's been such a big deal in the custom culture lifestyle that I would absolutely hate to see anything happen to the publication and production of these magazines. So they really need our love and support right now more than ever to keep them in publication. So the best way to do that, since we're all social distancing and we're not supposed to be going out, is to get a subscription now, and these magazines will be brought straight to your mailbox. And trust me, you don't want to miss out on these. So I'm a big fan of always making sure that I get the magazines that 100% have my friends in them. And I have to look because there is a hottie in here you guys are gonna lose your damn mind over. But these magazines are full of goodness. They have coverage from car shows. They have full spreads and breakdowns of beautiful custom built hot rods. They have pinups in them. They have advertising that will get you in connection with the best products and companies that cater to custom building hot rods, the car culture, anything you need, like, it's in it. But this is the reason I have this one, because my hottie Gina Von Galaxy is in it, and this is probably one of my favorite pictures of her of all time. Isn't she a hottie? Yeah, I know her. I've hugged her. She's one of my girls. But these are some of the most iconic magazines in our scene, in our culture. So I'm super excited to be able to say that I am teaming up with them, and they are a sponsor and supporter of Monday Coffee with the Doll. So you guys will definitely be hearing about any specials, any perks, any amazing things that they offer. You'll be hearing from Monday Coffee with the Doll. But you definitely need to head over to their social pages and support them. Instagram, Facebook, I'm gonna link all of it below. But definitely sign up. You need to sign up for a subscription, get it sent straight to your door. We're going to be doing a giveaway together, so if you guys want to take part in that, make sure you follow and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. But Old Skool Rodz and Car Culture Deluxe magazine are now one with the doll. They are a part of the DollFAM. They are kin to the DollFAM, and I am absolutely stoked because it is a huge part of my own custom culture journey in this whole thing. And I don't know, it was the first thing that really introduced me to the scene and the culture, and they own a huge piece of my heart. So I'm really excited to not only get to say that they're a sponsor of the show, but also that I get to know the people behind it, and I get to be a part of their lives and their dream, and I get to help promote it and help it grow, because it really is owned by an amazing couple that live, breathe everything custom culture. So if you guys want to check that out, be sure to head over to all the links below. Also be sure to check out Murpho's. Murpho's is the shop that is owned by one of the owners of the new and renewed custom culture magazine of all. But you guys can find everything below. I can hear my kids talking and it made me stutter because I'm always listening for like a fight to break out on the school grounds because they're having recess right now. You know, homeschooling, yay! But yeah, make sure you check out all the links below. Make sure you check out Murpho's. If you guys want to see some really badass rides, they put out beautiful, beautiful hot rods. If you have any questions, if you're looking for somebody to help you with any of that type of thing, if you're rebuilding, if you're customizing, if you have questions, they 100% are a great shop to contact. No bullshit. You will get what you need, what you want. They're absolutely amazing, award-winning. You guys have to check them out if you don't know who they are. They are definitely tops in the car culture scene. So Murpho's and the magazines, you guys have to check out. All the links are below. Other than that, I think this week has just kind of been flying by. Lots of corona chaos going on, lots of talk. You guys all know everything about what's going on. Y'all watch the same news that I do. It's pandemonium, it's crazy, it's mind-numbing, it's frustrating, it's depressing. It's just one thing after the next. So that hasn't changed. But I did get some weird news. So one of the brands that I first started working with way back in the day, it was one of the first brands that I ever collaborated with, Lindy. I'm sure if you are a pinup, you know who I'm talking about. They were one of the #1 brands in vintage reproduction dresses. Like, they created some of the cutest, most well-made dresses back in the day when I first started working with them. And the reason I started working with them was because they were one of the companies that focused on every side of the size spectrum. They carry things for petite girls all the way up to plus size. They didn't favor one or the other, so every girl had the opportunity to wear their designs and feel beautiful and sport the vintage style that they loved, which is important to me. I don't want to work with a company that doesn't help all women of all sizes feel beautiful. And so I started working with them, and they would send me big boxes of merchandise, right? I was in pinup girl heaven. They would send me big boxes of dresses, and they were so well made, of this like thick, heavy, durable material. They were comfortable, they were flattering, they were just the bomb.com. And the most amazing thing was the prices. They were so affordable. So where most pinup brands, you're talking like $60 and up for a dress, they were like $40 and below. And for a lot of women, it's really hard to, you know, really build their closet in a timely fashion, because the outfits can be really, really expensive. And one of the things that I get the most emails about is, Emily, where do I get these clothes that I don't have to sell, you know, a kidney to get? And unfortunately, the vintage style is just, it's expensive. Brands are expensive. It costs a lot of money. If you really understand the style, you can 100% find clothing and looks at places even like Walmart that cater to the style. But you always want those staple pieces that just look amazing, right? And Lindy Bop was 100% one of those places. And then the girl that I was in contact with, who was sending me my promotional material to work for them, she quit and I was never able to get anybody to return my emails, and I just stopped trying, basically. And then I got a hold of somebody just not that long ago, maybe a year or two ago, and it was not the same interaction at all, and they sent me a dress, and it was so crazy different from the quality that I was used to. It was like that weird nylon stretchy material that the only way I can describe it is that it felt like one of those dresses you get off Amazon. And some of the brands on Amazon, if it's like a legit seller who also has an Amazon shop, totally fine. But there's a lot of those companies that are coming out of places like China and places like that where the quality is just, it's not the same. It's not the same. And this dress did not fit at all. It did not look good over a petticoat at all. The shape, the quality, everything was just so bad. It was really, really shocking, and I didn't know what to do. So I ended up never putting out that collab, and I let them know, and they were like, well, you know, okay, that's fine, you don't have to. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, but what happened? And then I just found out this week that the company actually is obsolete now, and what it's looking like, and I don't have any verification, but if you look up their brand, if you look up their website or their social platforms, there's what looks like a disclaimer from attorneys that the company is now been taken over by another like, I don't even know. It's just, you have to look it up. It's really weird if you go to their website. But what it's looking like happened, if you do some investigating, is that one of the wholesalers, because Lindy Bop used to wholesale out their designs to other little vintage shops so they could sell their designs, and it kind of looks like, from what I'm seeing, that somebody put a lien against them. And they went bankrupt, and now their company is no more. So that's kind of crazy. A lot of people are shocked, but also, you know, they went from being one type of company to another type of company in 2013. It looks like they were bought out by somebody else, and I think it just kind of went downhill from there. We were all really used to things that fit, that were amazing quality, amazing customer service, a brand that really put into what we loved and supported our style, and then it just kind of started going downhill. A lot of women were noticing the change in product. Just zippers were not working, sizing was not working, fabric was different, the way they just fit overall was just really bad. And it's really sad because Lindy Bop 100% was one of my favorites, and I worked for them for a reason. I loved working with them. I loved promoting them because, like I said, they were a company that put out an amazing product that was an affordable price and that fit women from every size, from the smallest to the biggest size spectrum. And I think that that's really important. So that sucked. That was some news. You can do some looking into that yourself if you want to know more. I don't know that much, and I don't have like verified stuff, but so far that's what it's looking like. So it's a sad day in pinup style for Lindy Bop. So that happened for sure. But now we're going to get into some DollFAM mail, and I'm gonna let you see what's inside. Here's the mail, it never fails, it makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna wail. Mail time. Yes. So I got a couple of things in the DollFAM mailbox when I went to pick up my P.O. Box mail. I wore a mask made out of a bandana because I don't have like any of those fancy official masks, but I wanted to do my part, especially since I always see all of the little old people that are coming in and out. I was like, if I got a germ, I don't want to give any of these old people my germ. So our first one is from a fellow pinup, Miss AJ Diamonds. Miss AJ Diamonds is a fellow pinup model. Yes, she is. You can find her on Facebook. I will link her below. But she also has a shop where she makes a lot of really cool things. She can make tumblers, she can make shirts, she can make all kinds of really rad stuff for you no matter what you want. And it's really, really cool. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. This is for little Miss Lucy Joe. She made her a blankie with her name on it. Lucy Joe is a blankie girl. She loves her blankies, especially when she's nursing and when she's riding around on my shoulder. She likes to have something to touch. She's a hands girl. Her sensories, like, she loves touching things. Oh my gosh, look how cute this is. Thank you, Amanda. That is so cute. And it's super, super soft. So this stuff is customized. She can make it for anybody. If you have an idea, if you need something made, you can hit her up and she will go above and beyond for you. She made Lucy a onesie with her face on it. She made Lucy a onesie with my face on it. Yeah, it's really cool. She can make all kinds of really rad stuff. So this is bomb. This is badass. Next, I don't know what's in here, but we're gonna find out. Yes, we are. Hold on. I need to get another pair of scissors. 1 second. Alright, I got a more sturdy pair of scissors. I don't know what this is. It's in a big ol' Amazon-y-zon. I'm surprised. I heard that Amazon wasn't shipping anything that's non-essential. So whatever this is and whoever sent it, thank you very much. I'm glad it got here. Oh, I know. Oh my god, little shoes. Little shoes. I know exactly what this is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's a little teeny tiny Easter dress. Look. Oh, it's so pretty for my little shmoo shmoo. Oh my gosh, and it's got a little sweater, a little cardigan, and little teeny tiny shoes. Where's the box? Is there a note in here? Hold on. Let me see. Yes! So this is from Lucy's Auntie Ashley and her Uncle Zach. So I had a horrific time getting Lucy's Easter dress because our mail lady is a total see you next Tuesday, and I can say that because I've tried really hard to be nice to her and fix the problem for 3 years, and she refuses to just do her job. So she sent back Lucy's Easter dress because she didn't want to deliver it. And I was devastated that my little girl wasn't going to have her first Easter dress. And her Auntie Ashley immediately jumped into problem-solving mode, and she sent her the sweetest little dress. She's going to look so cute in this. You can tell when you put a dress on Lucy, she feels like a big deal. So she's going to be so excited about this. When you put that kind of stuff on her, she loses her mind and like does this little flappy arm thing, and it's super exciting. Okay, so next, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Don't cut yourself, Em. I'm so hot and sweaty right now, it's ridiculous. And I'm not wearing a bra because my boobs aren't mine right now, they're my kids. So I have boob sweat. Yeah, it's not attractive. Don't get turned on. It's horrific. It's real life, okay? Ow. What is this? What is this? Oh my gosh. What is this? Oh, it's red, and it's another baby thing. Ooh, Lucy Joe is getting spoiled. Oh, look, little red shoes. Oh my gosh, look how pretty, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, and it even has, look, I dropped this. It even has a little head. Oh my gosh, so this is from Jenny, my friend Jenny, who also heard about my dress fiasco, and she sent Lucy a little dress too. Oh my goodness gracious. See, this is, I have to point out, this is what being a part of the DollFAM means, DollFAM support. So anytime I've ever had an issue or I've voiced my frustration or had a hard time, I have people who I've touched somehow in the past with whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm sharing. And in in the end, what that does is it creates this bond between me and all of the people who follow me. And when I say that I love you guys and you're my family, I don't just mean, oh, you're my family, get like and subscribe. I mean, you're my family because we support, we love each other, and we're there for each other. And I cannot tell you how many times people who I've met through my work doing this, who are members of the DollFAM, that really care and love and support me and my family and my life. So when I say join the DollFAM movement and get love and support, I mean it, because if there's a way for me to help you, I'm going to help you. And I always encourage my fans and followers to do the same. If there's a way for you to help somebody else, to share that love, that support, definitely put it out there. Do anything and everything you can, because it's little things that can change somebody's entire life. If you can help them get over one obstacle, over one bump, that could be all they need to really start getting to where they need to go. They just need that love to get past that one spot. And I always appreciate the love and support that I get from the people that I've connected with and make friends with online. And now little Lulu is going to be so fly in her little booty slippers and her little dress. Although I might take this because I think I look fleek with this on my head. Alright, so that's it for the DollFAM mail today. Yes, if you guys want to send something via DollFAM mail, you can find my P.O. box below. If you have a company, a brand, if you make things, if you just need some extra DollFAM love and support, you are always welcome to send something to the DollFAM mailbox that I can open during the show and give you a shout out, give you some DollFAM love. 100% I'm here for it. I'm not going to charge you. That's not what this is about. It is just about giving the love and support that somebody needs. That's the whole point of the DollFAM movement, because through all of my hardest times, my DollFAM has been there to support and love me. So that's what we do here. We support and we love. But I think that's going to be it for now. It's Thursday. We still have a little bit of schooling to do. It's hot as balls outside, which is really upsetting because we like going outside, but not when it's soupy. If you know what I mean. But yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing week. I hope you guys are staying positive. Remember, if you have any questions, if you need any advice, you can always reach out to Monday Coffee with the Doll through the Doll Talks email, also below, and I can just have a conversation with you via the show. So remember, if you guys need anything, if you need support, you need love, you need somebody to talk to, my inbox is always open to you. So I love your faces, and that's all for now. Alright, I'm going to show you a trick. Okay, are you ready? I'm even going to use one of these super spitty orange pieces. Okay, are you ready? Watch this. Watch this, Lulu. Lulu, watch me. Are you ready? Ready? Oh, epic fail. Try again. Ready? Ready? Are you watching? Are you watching? Second time's the charm. I'll be here all week. I'm kind of a big deal. Ready? Here we go. I'm so excited. Watch this. Are you ready? Here it goes. Oh no! We lost it. I know. It's very sad. Ready? Here we go. One more time. Second time's the charm again. We always do one time for practice. It's okay if you fail the first time. What's very important is that you always try again. And see what happens when Mommy tried again? I succeeded! I succeeded! I succeeded! I succeeded! We succeed. We succeed. We succeed. Yeah! Swell, 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 swell. We need more oranges. super spitty orange pieces. Okay, are you ready? Watch this. Watch this, Lulu. Lulu, watch me. Are you ready? Ready? Oh, epic fail. Try again. Ready? Ready? Are you watching? Are you watching? Second time's a charm. I'll be here all week. I'm kind of a big deal. Ready? Here we go. I'm so excited. Watch this. Are you ready? Here it goes. Oh no! We lost it. I know. It's very sad. Ready? Here we go. One more time. Second time's the charm again. We always do one time for practice. It's okay if you fail the first time. What's very important is that you always try again. And see what happens when Mommy tried again? I succeeded! I succeeded! I succeeded! I succeeded! We succeed. We succeed. We succeed. Yeah! Swell, 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 swell. We need more oranges. So tonight, me and Lulu are making some Parmesan baked asparagus. Yeah, or in our house, we like to call them gussies. A gus, 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 gus. Yeah. So we have fresh asparagus that we are prepping and putting on our cooking sheet, and we are preheating our oven to 400 degrees. So that's our first step, getting them a little choppy, and then we will give them their seasonings before we put them in to bake. So that's our first step. So we have our asparagus prepped, and now we are going to put olive oil on them, and we're going to put salt and pepper. We're going to put a little bit of garlic and some Parmesan cheese. They're going to be cheesy and delicious. Here are all our pretty girls all lined up in a row, extra cheesy. Hopefully these turn out okay. This is our first time making them, but I'm excited because I love a good gus. Yes, I do. So stay tuned for the final product.
It's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard.
All right, here we go. Happy Friday, DollFAM, and welcome to my very messy and overly full closet. So it's Friday. We made it through the week, and way better than last week, I can say. But I decided today that one of the things that always makes me feel better is if I get dressed. And by getting dressed, I don't mean like getting super fancy or lots of makeup or anything like that. But I do get up, I brush my hair, which everybody makes fun of in my house because a lot of times I just put my hair up in a bun in the morning and I don't worry about it because I have other things to do. And my kid, when he saw that I had straightened my hair, he said, "Mom, you look like a totally different person." And it made me feel like, oh man, I should probably brush my hair more. But one of the things that has always made me feel better, and I say this to moms and women all the time is that if you're really just kind of feeling ugh and down, something that always puts me back kind of in place is just getting up and taking care of myself. Doing my hair, putting on my eyebrows, putting clothes on, nothing fancy. Like, it can be a simple jeans and a t-shirt. It's not really anything specific. I like to be dressed, and then I feel like I have more control over my day, and I feel more connected to myself, if that even makes sense. And so I decided, my camera is upsetting me, so I dropped my camera and the little flippy screen screw fell out, and now every time it turns me upside down and I have a hard time focusing. So I decided that I have so many beautiful pieces. I have so many dresses from working with amazing companies throughout my pinup days, and I'm the type that always says, you know, this is for an occasion, or this is for if I go to a car show or to, you know, dinner or whatever. I'm always the type that's like saving an item for a specific time. And this quarantine has me thinking even more so that I'm just wasting that time. I'm wasting all of these beautiful things that I love and that I want to wear, and I'm not wearing them. And they're up in the attic, just, you know, not being loved. So I decided to take all of like my winter jackets and my heavier pieces down and put those up in the attic. Well, they're not down in the attic yet. They're actually all piled beneath me, and you can't see that shame right now. But I mean, items like this is a beautiful kind of velvety suede moto jacket with a really heavy fur collar that my husband got me, and I absolutely love it. But I'm not going to be able to wear it until next winter, and it's pieces like that that are just kind of filling up my closet and taking up space when I could put things in there that I could wear now. So I decided to take a whole bunch of that down to put up in the attic and bring down some of my favorite pieces. I tried to be a little conscious about what I was bringing down, nothing too thick and heavy because it's so hot and humid in Texas. And if I'm just walking around my backyard, or things that are kind of cumbersome up top because I'm still breastfeeding Lucy and I need to be able to whip a boob out here or there. And so I kind of just picked some things that I thought I could get away with wearing right now. And also I'm really excited because, you know, I don't own really any shorts anymore, and most of my jeans aren't fitting since I had Lucy. And to be honest, I know that that can be a really hard thing for women after they have babies. And the way that I feel about it is that we created a human life. Our body is not going to be the same way that it was before, and that's just factual. And I talk about it a lot when I'm talking about body positivity or being down on myself, because I get a lot of shame for being super skinny. I have my whole life. That's another story for another day that I've talked about a million times already. But some of these dresses were too big for me, and I never really got to wear because I was still just too tiny, too skinny. And now I'm going to have the opportunity to wear them. Like the one that I'm wearing right now, I don't know if you can see it, but this was too big for me. Before I had Lucy, it was kind of loose around my hips and around my middle, and now I get to wear it and I feel fantastic. And it's a really cute, kind of more like late 99 early 2000s style, and I'm kind of obsessed with those looks right now. It's kind of, I like either 40s, 50s, or like 90s and 2000s style. I'm a weirdo. Or I just like really tacky, gaudy things that nobody else understands. But I have a lot of my pieces, and what's funny is I was talking to you guys about Lindy Bop and how they've kind of gone out of business, and their merchandise and quality changed so much over the years after they were bought out. I think it was in 2013. And I was looking at all of my old Lindy Bop and how sturdy and amazing the quality was, and how amazing all of the dresses materials were. And then I found the one that the new owners, or the new brand had sent, and it was so different. It was crazy to actually see it and touch it again after talking about it. It was a big change. So, hi. Yeah, I'm trying to do a piece. Hi everybody. So this is the joy of doing what I do. Hi. Are you guys just gonna hang out or what? What's up? What are we doing? Okay. I'll be back. Okay. That's the joys of being quarantined at home with your entire family and also trying to be a blogger. But we're jumping right back into it. So I just wanted to take advantage of wearing all of the beautiful things that I have and just enjoying them. You know what I mean? Just wearing them, even if it's just around my house. Like, clearly I'm not going to be going anywhere for a while, and I don't really go anywhere anyways. I'm very, very much a homebody. We live so far away from anything and everything, even when there's like car shows or events. I'm never close enough to really go to them anyways. So I wanted to be able to wear some of my favorite pieces. Oh my god. If it's not one thing, it's another in this house. Can you hear her purr? Listen. My chunky bonky. I love you. My chunky bonky. Please don't attack all my dresses. She's like, there's new things in here that I can climb. Get out of here, little girl. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. I think that it's really good for your mental health to feel good about yourself, especially right now, because everything's so crazy and so hectic, and we're all just kind of in this weird, it feels like we're stuck in just this revolving door of the same stuff every day for a lot of us. There's a lot of people that are still going to work every day and have that same schedule, but they have new stresses added on. Like, I can't imagine having to go to work and deal with everything that's going on and being somebody out in the workforce right now. That's a whole new thing added to your everyday stuff, and that's hard enough. But I think for me, making sure that I'm feeling my best and feeling grounded in myself really helps me function throughout my day, which means I'm being the best me that I can be, the best mom that I can be, the best significant other that I can be, and that's important. So I decided that I knew that this was going to be, a mess. I apologize for my camera going in and out of focus. Ever since I dropped it, it just hasn't been the same. This is what I told my husband. I don't need a real camera. I'm just gonna pick it up. But no ma'am. No ma'am. But I did bring down a lot of pieces, and I wanted to, I'm not doing a fashion show or anything, but I just kind of wanted to share with you guys what I was doing. And I had 2 closets in Oklahoma before me and my kids went through the house fire at my parents', and I lost pretty much everything except for a lot of my clothes. So I got a lot of my dresses and a lot of my shoes, but everything else I lost. Either it was lost to the fire or it was being cleaned, and I was never allowed to get the rest of me and my kids' items. They were kept from me. That's drama that I'm not going to get into because I'll end up crying, and it's ugly, and we're still dealing with all the legal issues behind that. It's a mess. Someday I'll share. I say that all the time. Someday I'll tell you guys all the tea as to why my family kicked me out. But there's no really room for any of my stuff, so everything's up in the attic, and I have a lot of really beautiful things, and that's always been my treasure, my happiness, my thing, my hobby is my makeup, my clothes, my style, my fashion, and I feel good about bringing it down. It's definitely given me kind of like this amp of just positivity. I have a good vibe from it, and I have some of my pretties all here, and I'm excited to wear them. Some of them might fit, some of them might not fit, but I'm really excited to get to just wear them around my house, wear them around my beautiful backyard, and while we're gardening, or while I'm teaching school, or doing laundry, or sweeping the floors, or whatever it is I'm doing. I'm gonna look fabulous when I do it. So some of my favorite pieces, if I were to have to point them out, let's move this a little bit. Again, I apologize for the in and out of focus. That's probably annoying for you guys. I don't know how to fix it. I apologize. Some of my favorite pieces, so I have some that a good friend and fan of mine sent me. He likes to support my pinup work, and he'll find dresses and stuff on Amazon on my wish list, and he will send them to me to just kind of inspire me to keep creating content, to keep shooting. And I really appreciate it because my anxiety gets me in the dumps a lot with my content creating, and I second guess myself all the time until I just don't do anything. So the fact that he goes out of his way to support my art and what I'm doing is huge, and I appreciate that. So I do have some pieces like this beautiful kind of creamsicle pastel orange polka dot number, and it's an off the shoulder, and I did my orange look for my pride, some of my pride looks that I did, and it came together really well. One of my favorite pieces of all time is I have one Bernie Dexter dress. One. So Bernie Dexter put some of her pieces. If you don't know who Bernie Dexter is, do you even know anything about pinup? I mean, she is the queen of modern day pinup. So Miss Bernie Dexter has a line of clothing, and I love it because it's stuff that fits me. I know that she kind of struggled for a while because she didn't have extended sizes in larger sizes, and I know that it wasn't because she didn't care or she didn't want to. It was just not stuff that I guess sold. I'm not 100% sure what was behind it, but it wasn't something that she was able to do as a brand and a business owner at the time, and she took a lot of flack for it, and it wasn't her intention. It wasn't her trying to hurt anybody, and she tried to handle it the best way that she could. But you know how people are on the internet. As soon as they've decided that you're a monster, or they've decided that you did something to wrong somebody, there's no changing their mind. So she went through some shit. But for me, as a super tiny person, she was one of the brands that carried things small enough for me, that fit me in all the areas that every other brand that does cater to plus size, even their smallest sizes were never small enough for me. And I think that it's great when a brand can cater to both size spectrums, but not all of them can. And I know for somebody who is super, super tiny that has a hard time finding clothing that fits just like a plus size girl, it was good to find something that also fit my body the way other dresses were always too big for me. So when she put some of her pieces on Zulily, I was super excited to get the chance to buy them because they are more pricey, but they're really well made and they're really beautiful. And the dress that I got was the Levi Dexter dress, and it's kind of more of a peasant top that has like, I shot in it at the first Dead Cat Rumble car show. You can find pictures of that on my Facebook page, and now I feel like it's even more of an iconic piece because their love story sadly ended and they're no longer together, and she's really going through some hard stuff, and it's hard to see when your pinup icons go through such hardships. She's going through a roller coaster of things. But this is one of my favorite pieces, and I think that it's just beautiful with the pinups at the bottom, the silhouette pinups, and then it has Levi's songs, and it has him all over the dress, and I still really, really love it. I hate that she's going through such a horrible heartbreak. And from what I know, I hate that she's going through the heartbreak that she's going through. And I absolutely adore Bernie Dexter. I love her. And I got the most recent online fight that I got in. I don't comment on people's comment feeds because I don't want to fight with people. And you can have all the facts in the world, but they will try to call your work and get you fired and canceled because they've decided the sky is red. And if you don't agree with them, they're going to try to end your life. So I don't talk to people in like comment feeds a lot because I'm not the person. It's not my thing. But I did get into a fight with some people on Bernie Dexter's page on Facebook because she doesn't monitor it. It's just everything from her Instagram gets pushed over to her Facebook page. So there's a lot of garbage in her comment feeds that are just go unattended because she doesn't go and look, which I understand because it can be hard on your mental stability and just your overall self to deal with that. It can be really difficult. But I did get into a fight with some people who were just trying to trash her for no reason. Just, it was ridiculous. But I love my Bernie Dexter piece. I hope someday to have more, and I'll always support her and her brand. Another piece that I absolutely really love, I have a lot of polka dot pieces. These are all Lindy Bop. I have one in each color. What makes me sad is I had all the belts to all my Lindy Bop dresses, but they got lost in the fire. So I don't have a lot of belts that go with them, which breaks my heart. Hopefully I can find some belts someday that match, that go with them. I have a lot of polka dots, and what I love about these is that they're super thin, so you can wear them all the time, and they also have buttons up the top, but they also have pockets. Pockets are key to a really good piece. You gotta have pockets, guys. Another one of my favorite pieces is this pencil dress that I have. And I love it because it reminds me of like a C's Candy Girl piece. Now this, again, is a Lindy Bop original classic piece back when they were made out of the really thick, heavy, durable material. And I love this because Lindy Bop focused on doing some petite sizes for really skinny girls like me, and I was never able to find a pencil dress that was small enough to fit my body, and this was one of the first pieces ever, and I haven't really gotten to wear it anywhere. Like, I've never wore this, but hopefully I'll get to wear it. I also really love my diner dress from Lindy Bop. I'm so short. So I love these diner dresses from Lindy Bop. Again, these are classics from them. And they're thin, they button all the way, but I love the rockabilly classic feel of this with the red and the leopard buttons, leopard lapel. I just absolutely adore this dress. I wore it one time to the Blue Note bar in Oklahoma City to meet a friend for some drinks one night that I didn't have my kids. That was it. That was one time. That was all. Another one of my favorite pieces is I love anything with a pinup print, and this is a cowgirl pinup print, so it's super perfect for Texas. I adore it. It's a little bit shorter. I like my dresses to be more T-length. That kind of hit mid-calf, and this one's kind of more knee, but I absolutely love it because it's super, super cute. And then I also have some jumpers. I have some like play suits from Collective. This one's from Lady K Gloves. I have an original piece from Wax Poetic Clothing. What else? I have, this one is from Love Couture. She makes lots of beautiful pieces. She contacted me not long ago wanting to collab again, but I haven't heard back from her. She makes everything by hand, and I can't even imagine how swamped she is as a small business right now with everything that's going on. But I have a lot of really fun pieces in here, and I just thought that it was time that I started wearing them, even if I'm not going anywhere, because you only live once, and I'm wasting days, and why not waste days looking fabulous? So that's how I spent my Friday, and I feel good about it. I'm going to try to do my Monday Coffee with the Doll sit down with you guys later this evening after little Miss Lucy Jo goes to bed. But right now, I think I'm going to go make myself a grilled cheese sandwich. Yes! I hope you guys enjoyed this tour, kind of tour-ish. But these are all my beauties right here. They're so pretty. And down here, I have some skirts as well. That are really awesome. I even have a BMO two-piece set, a skirt and a top. BMO from Adventure Time if you love Adventure Time. But yeah, so that's kind of just like a little closet view of what I've done today. And I don't know. I hope that you guys are going into your weekend feeling a little more in control than last week if you struggled like I did, because last week was a hard one. But I absolutely love your guys' faces, and that is it for now. So I'll see you. Hello. This week's Monday Coffee with the Doll final thought sit down was brought to you by really bad fucking lighting. Jeez. What's up, DollFAM bam? So it's Friday night, and I know I already filmed earlier today in my closet. Sounds weird, but like if you know me, it's not weird. And I wanted to do a sit down and just kind of like final thought like we always do, you know, when we talk about stuff. Right now I'm in my bathroom. This is pretty old. We're gonna set it down. I'm in my bathroom. Lucille is sleeping and the boys are watching something on TV, and I think we're gonna make pancakes again. So that's exciting. I'm excited about that. I dig a good pancake, y'all know that. I did that in one of my previous shows. If you're new here, hello and welcome to my show. I don't know. It's crazy. I always wonder if people watch these or if people even care that I'm doing these, but I enjoy doing them, so I'm gonna keep doing them. It's been a pretty decent week. I wouldn't say it's like been the best week, but it's been decent. I can't complain. It's Easter this weekend, so we're going to be celebrating Easter. I like to make fun little family videos of like what we do on our holidays, and I put them to music, and it's just like a bunch of fun clips. And I think maybe I'll upload it on here and share what we do on Easter. You guys might like to see some of that. We have a good time. I'm used to like big family get-togethers with my family before I moved here, but since we're kind of in a weird place, you know, I've kind of adjusted to it just being me and my husband and my kids, and we always just have quiet like at-home holidays, and I always try to incorporate fun little things if I can. Like on Christmas Eve we make reindeer food and we make and decorate cookies for Santa, and I let the boys wrap the presents that they got people, and it's just like those little traditions, and I try to like incorporate fun things, and every year they're always excited. They always like talk about what, I can't wait to do this or I can't wait to do that. So that always brings me a lot of joy, knowing that I'm putting together something that my kids have fun in and they love creating and adding to that memory every year. So we're just gonna do something fun here, and we're probably gonna dye Easter eggs, but we don't hide them to hunt them because that's just gross. I want my eggs safe in the fridge so I can turn them into deviled eggs. We hide fake ones with candy in it, and then they like to play with them and re-hide them all day long for each other. So it's like, it's a win-win. It keeps them busy, they enjoy it. But it's Lucy's first Easter, so that's exciting. She has a lot of pretty dresses now, and I put together a little Easter basket for her. With everything that's going on, I couldn't go out and shop and like pick what I wanted, which is a big deal for me. I love doing that kind of stuff for my kids. And then there's always extra candy for me, so I'm winning in multiple ways. But I didn't get to go out and pick the things that I wanted. This year I had to do everything online because, like I said, I'm trying to be responsible and thoughtful towards other people in the situation of what's going on, and I'm not here to push my opinion or idea on the situation, but I think that the virus is a very real thing. I think that the virus itself is clearly a real thing, and it's a real problem. Whatever you believe behind, like, I guess the government side, what the government is saying, policies, and what each individual state's governor is deciding on, and the stay-at-home order, and like there's so many like facets in the topic of the virus and what's going on. So I don't want to get into that because I'm not one to have those arguments. They disrupt my soul, and I don't like it. but I will just say that in this matter, I care about others a lot, and I care, you know, about people who this is a really horrific thing for them in more ways than one. You know, you have people who are losing their lives, you have people who are losing their loved ones, but then you have a lot of people who are just losing things like their homes, their jobs, they're having to send their kids away and not sacrificing, you know, family contact, and there's so many other things that are real that our people are living through right now. So I'm trying to do my best to like be conscious of what's going on, and you know, wearing a face mask, or I have to go to Lucy to get Lucy's shots on Monday, her 6-month shots, and I'm pretty paranoid about it, because I don't want to deal with it any more than anybody else does. It's not a positive thing. It sucks, and there's a lot of people who are feeling it. And one of the things I think that is huge is, I was just talking with my husband about how amazing all the teachers are, and how, you know, our school here did a car kind of parade where the teachers all drove by with signs, and they filmed it and put it on the YouTube for all the kids in the school to see. And that's just such love. And then there's a teacher in a city over from us who, her and her husband have mapped out their school, their little school zone, all the kids that go to their school. And they went to their church and got their Easter Bunny costume, and they are driving every neighborhood and posting in all the groups so people know when they're going to be doing a drive-by and giving the kids candies and putting them in their yard. Still practicing social distancing and being safe, but still bringing that joy to her kids as a teacher. And these teachers are, I can't even imagine being with kids all year for the most part, thinking that they're just going on spring break and then not getting to see your kids anymore, and then having to try and adapt to all the craziness and how you have to teach school and deal with parents like me who don't know what they're doing. I think it's a huge thing there. It's so selfless, and there's so much love, and I'm so grateful for teachers, our teachers, the teachers around the world who are just being nothing but kindness and light in all these babies' lives. You know, I appreciate you guys. So if you're a teacher, thank you. I really am grateful for what they bring into my children's life. So there's that. There's that. I don't know. Is there anything else? I mean, I feel like really imbalanced right now. I said that earlier. I just feel like we're stuck in a loop. It's like the Twilight Zone, where I wake up every day and it's just the same thing. It's just like dun 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 dun. And it's kind of messing with my head a little bit lately this week. Not to the point where I feel really at peace this week in like a lot of areas of my life, which I'm very grateful for. I'm very thankful to be having a good week with low anxiety, low panic attacks. I get really off when all of my schedules are messed up and my routines, and I've talked about that, and sometimes it can really mess with my mood. And like last week I was just a ball of just tears. I was a mess, and I'm sure somebody else in the world can relate to that, and you just kind of got to give yourself that time. Because this week, you know, I started, I wasn't going to let this week get to me. I was going to take control this week, and I wanted to do better. And I missed last week's Monday Coffee with the Doll because for some reason it just wouldn't upload. And I tried to record something in my bathroom, here, and with just on my phone. And it was just, I was having such a bad week last week. It was just me ranting and raving about anything and everything. So it's really a good thing that I didn't get it uploaded. So yeah, but I feel just kind of just off a little bit. I feel very too much of this reoccurring, just, it's weird. It's a weird feeling not being able to just go, or something breaking up. I used to have anxiety when I had to leave the house to go to the store, and now I have anxiety because I can't go to the store. So yeah, it's a weird thing. So yeah, it's Friday night and I'm gonna go make my kids some pancakes and we're just gonna chill and get ready for Easter on Sunday. My mother-in-law is gonna come over and we're gonna have dinner. And we're gonna make a day out of it. I hope you guys have plans, whatever your plans are, whether you do celebrate Easter, you don't celebrate Easter, whatever reasons you believe in. If you believe in you know, religious reasons, or you believe in not religious reasons but you still celebrate, whatever that is, I hope you have a good time. I hope that I've included everybody and offended no one. But I hope that you guys have a good weekend. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. For every person that shares my content, subscribes to my content, that it really helps continue to grow what I'm doing. And I'm just trying to put out a perspective that can bring people, I don't know, love and joy. I think, you know, a lot of people just want me to do that pinup, but unfortunately it's just not where my heart and my spirit pulled to, you know. Now that I started out when I was barely 22 and now I'm 31, so, you know, I went through the whole pinup thing and I've evolved and kind of changed. And so for people to still be following me and to like what I do and then like what I do enough to share it, I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. I'm not good at the whole like, subscribe, ring that bell. I'm not good at that, but I do appreciate anybody who does follow me and anybody who shares what I do. So we're gonna close out the show with our sponsors. Yes, we are. So if you would like to be an official Monday Coffee with the Doll show sponsor, hit me up through the email below. And basically what that is it's just a commitment that you share the show. You know, you just give it a share and support it, and that's really it as far as on your end. And we give you DollFAM love. We give you a shout out here and send real people and real support to what you're passionate about, whatever it is, your brand, your business, your movement. We're just here to love and support one another because sharing is caring. So our original and first Monday Coffee with the Doll supporter, Forever Above Me. Forever Above Me is an amazing brand. You guys have to check them out. They are kin to the DollFAM, and it's just run by a really amazing dude who I am grateful for. If you guys want to get an original OG Monday Coffee with the Doll and become part of the brew crew, you can get my mug from them below, and also some original DollFAM tees. Make sure you tag me because I like to see your guys' faces in my shit. Also, NC Fizzy Treats. If you guys are fans of CBD products and the usage of CBD and all of the magical goodness it can give us, and you guys are looking for some bath bombs, you guys need to hit up NC Fizzy Treats, as well as her head shop, her connected head shop that her and her husband run. Carry all of your head shop needs. Anything you can get at a head shop, you can get from them, and they ship. And they are a small business, so they are a great one to support right now through COVID. Make sure you look them up through the links below. Make sure you get yourself a Vintage Dolly's bath bomb because it's modeled after me and it smells delicious. It smells like me. Okay, yeah, it's not weird. It's not weird. This past week and just this week, we have gotten 2 new show sponsors. The Pinned Up Doll is an amazing small business as well that you can support. You can get all kinds of really cool goodies from her. She makes a lot of cool pinup, rockabilly themed products. I have one of my favorite cups that I sippy out of right here. I carry water around with me all the time so I can remember to stay hydrated because I get dehydrated really bad. And her cup is one of my favorites. Lucy really likes it too, that straw. She thinks it's thebomb.com. But she does a really cool thing. It's pinup monthly subscription surprise boxes, and her recent one this month, you guys, is a literal Easter basket. Like, it's a full Easter basket with cellophane, little eggs, and she fills it full of all of her goodies. You can get handmade sunglasses. So a lot of the sunglasses I wear are from her, and they're beautiful. You can get little lucite pins and earrings. She makes t-shirts, cups, mugs. She makes all kinds of really cool things, hair flowers, just all kinds of fun stuff. You guys have to check her out. She does a lot of cool stuff. She just launched her website, so her links are also below, so check them out. Also, I'm super excited to be sponsored, support sponsored, I'll call it, because it's not like sponsored, it's just like, we believe in you and we want to support you too, friendship. But Old Skool, Rodz, and Kulture Deluxe are definite kin to the DollFAM. I am friends with the owners, and they are absolutely amazing individuals in general and in the scene, and it's really exciting that they took over the brand and the magazine. So be sure to subscribe. They offer subscriptions, so you can just get it sent right to you. You don't have to go to like 7-Eleven or anything to get it. It'll come straight to you. But it has so much cool stuff in it. It has featured cars, featured hot rods. It has a lot of really cool car show coverage. Like, you have really cool merchandise that you can check out. I really like all of the hot babes in it. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Gina Von Galaxy, she was the Betty of the Month. I want to lick that picture. It's so beautiful. You have really sexy centerfolds. Am I right? Sexy centerfolds. Yeah, you do. But then you have a lot of really cool just things in it that are just really rad. You have hot rod history, you know, old school shit. It's a lot of fun. There's all kinds of really cool things in it. So you guys need to check that out. If you're a part of the scene, you know what I mean. That was where I discovered modern day pinups. I love it. But yeah, so remember, you guys can become sponsors of the show if you're a band, if you're a small business. I want to hear from you. Send a product my way. You have my P.O. box below. You can contact me, talk to me via my other places that I am, wherever that is. I don't know. I don't know these days. Also, if you want to write into the show and have me answer any questions or give any advice, there is a way to contact below for that too, and I will talk directly to you because I love your face. And if you need a friend, oh, you've got a friend in me. My light went out. Is that an omen? Oh no. But I think that's it for the show. I'm pretty wore out. I'm pretty tired. I absolutely adore your faces, and I thank you so much for being here. I'm not gonna drink this. It's been too long. Absolutely adore your faces, and remember, these are the days that fill your week. Make them as amazing as you are. I love your faces. Bye.